If you're looking for a really easy way to upgrade the safety and style and functionality of the back end of your Toyota Tundra, changing the light bulbs to LED is a really good way to accomplish that. People upgrade their lights to LED all the time for many different reasons, either to increase brightness so people can see your vehicle easier, to change the color, to make the style a little bit more modern, and for longevity so that your bulbs aren't burning out all the time and you don't have to worry about if you've got light bulbs out in the back of your truck. So if you have a 2014 and up Toyota Tundra, this video is for you. We're going to talk about upgrading your dim yellow stock license plate lights with extremely bright light bulbs from GTR Lighting, and then we're also going to talk about your reverse lights and your rear blinkers. Welcome to the 2014 and up Toyota Tundra lighting video series. My name is Chris, and this is Headlight Revolution. The first product we're going to talk about is the license plate upgrade. Now, there's lots of products on the market that you can use that will plug in and fit, but we have a whole bunch of different options in stock. So we went through about 9 different types of light bulbs to see what the brightest and biggest bulb upgrade we could fit in the stock license plate housing was, and that's the one we're going to show you in this video. Introducing the GTR Lighting 3-watt Cree projector 194 bulb. It's also called a T10, commonly known as 194, and that's what's going to go into the stock license plate location. These are probably 3 or 4 times brighter than the stock license plate lights, and they've got that pure, crisp 6000K look to them. So it's a really nice color too. You're definitely going to notice a difference with these light bulbs for your license plate. When we're done with the license plate, we're going to show you how to remove the taillights from the vehicle, and that's extremely easy. And when we're in there, we're going to replace the reverse lights. Now, the reverse lights, we got a couple different options. The best of the best for reverse lights that fit the newer style Tundras is this 16 LED 7440 from GTR Lighting. These are the best of the best. They're like a 5000K color. They're almost 900 lumens of light per bulb, but they're kind of expensive. So if you don't want to go this route because you don't want to spend a ton of money on LED reverse lights, then we do have a little bit less bright, a little bit cheaper option for you. This is going to be the level 1 reverse light upgrade for the 2014 and up Toyota Tundra. This is the Lightning Series 7440 from GTR Lighting. This is easily the best, brightest, middle of the road in terms of output LED light bulb you can get that fits this application. There's hundreds of them out there that are total junk. They don't last very long, they're not very bright, the color is really bad, but these ones are a really good entry-level LED bulb that fits the new Tundra reverse lights. So we're gonna do these first, and then we're gonna show you the 16 LED version, which is way brighter, and compare them to the stock bulb. And you can make up your mind as to which one you want for your truck. When we're done with the license plate and the reverse lights, the last thing we're gonna show you in this video is rear turn signal bulbs, your blinkers in each tail light. Now there's one bulb that stands out among all LED light bulbs that are available on the market in red that fit the rear turn signal bulb, and we have it to show you in this video. Trust me, you are gonna love these things. These are the Lightning Series T10 bulbs that replace the stock 921 incandescent in red. Easily the brightest red LED bulb of its style on the market, and we have it here to show you. All these light bulb products are plug and play. Pull out one bulb, plug in the other. The only difference is with your blinker, we also need to install resistors, and let me explain why. The way the flasher module on the 2015 Tundra works is the BCM, the computer that controls all the functions in the truck, dictates how fast the light bulbs blink, but it's also monitoring the filaments inside your stock incandescent light bulbs. And the way it's designed is if you have a light bulb burnout, an original one, it blinks fast, or it tells you on the dash you have a light bulb out. Now, when you put in an LED blinker, instantly that BCM monitor is going to think you have a light bulb out. So if all you do is replace your original incandescent light bulb with a new LED, you're going to have a fast blink. The truck is going to think that you have a light bulb out. The way that we fool the BCM, because you can't take the BCM out and modify it, you can't, there's no flasher module to replace in this truck like there are in other cars and trucks. So what we do is wire in these 50-watt resistors. Now this is a kit from GTR Lighting. It comes with 2 resistors, so it's a complete one vehicle kit. It also comes with T-taps, and it comes with mounting screws and instructions. So we're gonna go over this in detail as to how to install it, but essentially what this does is we wire it in line with the new LED light bulbs, and it tricks the BCM into thinking you have a stock, good working condition light bulb still installed. So your truck doesn't fast blink, you don't have any errors, it just works. And this is the only way to do it on the 14 and up Toyota Tundra. There's no tools required to do the license plate lights. That can all be done by hand. But to do the reverse lights and the parking lights, we need to take the taillights off. Taking the taillights off is very easy with a T30 Torx bit. I like to put it on the impact, but you can do it by hand or with a ratchet. The reverse lights, once you get the taillights off, are totally plug and play, no tools required. Remove one bulb, plug in the other. But for the rear blinkers, we're going to have to install a new resistor on each side in the wiring. So first, we have the resistor. To get access to the wires, we're going to use our wire cutter and the wire stripper. And to make the connection, we're going to use the soldering iron with solder and finish everything up with electrical tape. I wasn't exaggerating when I said the license plate light bulbs are extremely easy to replace. You simply reach up behind there, find the socket inside the housing and twist it out. Take the light bulb out, put the new one in, and look at how bright this thing is. I mean, it's incredibly bright. Put it back in there, exactly the way it came out. Now that we have the light bulb in, you can really see a difference between the stock and the original. The color is totally different, and the new LED bulb has tons and tons of light. We picked this light bulb specifically because it's directional. We didn't need any light around the edges of the bulb, just forward facing. And it's the biggest, most powerful LED that we could fit in this housing. There's bulbs that are brighter and longer than this one, but they just wouldn't fit. Don't waste your money testing on your own. We already figured it out for you. Removing the taillights is super easy if you have the right tools. A T30 Torx bit on your choice of driver. I'm going to use a cordless impact. You have 2 Torx bolts on the top and bottom here of your taillight. You take those out, and now the taillight is loose, and you have 2 push pins that go into the truck this way over here on the back corner. So just be really careful, kind of pry on the corners and bring it this way to the outside of the truck. Once you get one, it gets really easy. And you want to be careful that you don't slip and drag anything on the paint. And I'm actually going to use this towel to set down so that the taillight doesn't rest on the paint. I turned the ignition on and the 4-way flashers and the reverse lights. So now when we remove the bulbs from the taillights, we know that they have power to them, and we can test our bulbs. First, let's install the blinkers. They're at the top, and this is the Lightning Series red T10 or 194. So that one's fine. If you plugged it in backwards the first time around, it doesn't matter. These work both ways. Make sure you plug it in really, really tight. This is a large bulb. You don't want it falling off inside the housing. Goes back in just like it came out. Just line up the tabs and twist. And then for the reverse lights, we have 2 different options. We'll start with level 1. This is the Lightning Series 7440. Of course, it's white. You can see it has flat panels all the way around the LED with an aluminum housing that acts as the heat sink. And on the front, it has a projector lens to help the light go forward. That was not the right way. Let's flip it around. There we go. You can see how incredibly bright this light bulb is. It's crazy that the other one is even brighter. And of course it goes in just like normal. But if you wanted to do the 16 LED, it goes in the exact same way. It just makes even more light. Again, the 16 LED version has a projector lens on the front to help the light go forward. And it has sets of 3 LEDs all the way around the perimeter to illuminate the complete interior of the reverse light housing. With the ignition turned on and the left turn signal being activated, we can see that with the LED light bulb, we get a fast blink. And this is the BCM flasher module trying to tell us that we have a light bulb out. Obviously we don't, it's working fine. So in order to trick the computer into thinking we have a normal light bulb installed, we're gonna use this load equalizing resistor kit from GTR Lighting. This kit comes with 2 resistors, 2 screws for mounting, 2 pairs of T-taps, and instructions. We're not going to use the T-taps because I don't think they're the most reliable, but if it's your choice, they are available. And the instructions say how to use this kit for LED light bulbs. It says one end of the resistor goes to the turn signal wire and the other goes to the ground. And the interesting thing is with these resistors, it doesn't matter which is which. There's black wires coming off. You can have black going to positive, black going to negative, or the other way around. It doesn't matter. Just make sure one goes to negative and one goes to positive on the blink circuit and you'll be good to go. The other thing to point out is that these instructions say, caution, this product gets hot, up to 240 degrees Fahrenheit. That's a big deal. You really have to pay attention to this. You don't want to install this and then let it rest on something that can melt or burn, like the plastic loom or this rubber cover over the strut for the tailgate. So be really, really careful. You want to mount it to metal. And if you're not comfortable with this because of the risk and skill involved, please, by all means, bring it to a professional. Somebody who has an install shop that specializes in remote starts or car audio, sometimes wheels and tires and window tinting. That type of an organization is probably going to be your best bet for doing this kind of install. Now this is really, really easy. If you look at the install instructions and you find the diagram that only has 2 wires, well, 2 wires here, 2 wires there. One of the wires goes on one wire, the other wire goes on the other. So as you can see on this socket, we only have 2 wires. So we have to bridge the resistor across these 2 blinker wires. Now I'm going to follow it down as close to the beginning of the harness as I can because we have to mount the resistor in this cavity somewhere. Luckily for us, that's very easy to do with this split loom. Separate it and you can pull your wires out. On this particular truck, we have what looks like a pink and black wire, and the other one is a white and black wire. I'm going to use my wire strippers to expose the copper. Now in doing this, if you have the ignition and the blink turned on and you touch these, you will blow the fuse. So if this is your first rodeo, you're probably going to want to shut everything off. Shut the ignition off, shut the blink off. But I'm doing this so I can show you something. As soon as we connect the blinker wires to this resistor, it should instantly slow down and flash at the normal rate. And what this tells us is that we have successfully tricked the computer into thinking we have a regular light bulb. You ready? Look at that. As soon as we connected the resistor, even without finishing the wiring, the blinker started blinking at the normal rate. And that's what we want. So you can see exactly how this is done. One side of the resistor goes to white, the other goes to red, or positive and negative. And now we've just got to make our connections, tape it up, and secure the resistor. The first thing I want to draw your attention to is the LED blinker bulbs. The driver's side is the red T10 from the Lightning series from GTR Lighting. And you can see that not only is it brighter than the original bulb, but it also has that really modern instant on, instant off operation. It doesn't glow on and glow off, slowly fading like the stock incandescent bulb does on the passenger side. So with this upgrade, not only are you increasing your style with the operation, even the way the light turns on and off is a style upgrade. But it's also brighter, so people are gonna see you turning easier, and the LED bulbs will last longer than the incandescent light bulbs. Here you can see the driver's side, we have the new 3-watt Cree LED bulb from GTR Lighting installed, and on the right passenger side, we have the original incandescent 194. Here you can see a stark difference in the color and brightness. Here you can see on the driver's side, the level 1 reverse light. This is the Lightning Series 7440 bulb from GTR Lighting. It has a cool 6000K color white to it, and it's extremely bright. Not only is it projecting a lot more light behind the vehicle, but it's not the dingy yellow color like the original light bulb on the passenger side. So you're gonna get better visibility from other drivers being able to see you backing up. You will be able to see backing up better in your mirrors and your camera, and it looks way nicer with the LED bulb than the dingy yellow incandescent light bulb. Now we've swapped out the reverse light bulbs on the driver's side from the level 1 up to the level 2. Now we have the 16 LED 80-watt light bulb from GTR Lighting. As you can see now, this one's even brighter than the level 1 and different color. It's not quite as blue. It's more of a natural white, kind of like a 5000 or 5500K. So to put it in perspective, the original light bulb is in the 200 or 300 lumen range. The level 1 light bulb is in the 400 to 500 lumen range, and the level 2 LED bulb is in the 800 to 900 lumen range. So it just kind of depends on how crazy you want to get. Do you want actual help seeing when you're backing up to get more light behind you, or do you just want it as a style thing so when you back up your lights look cool and you get a little bit more light? As far as the best of the best, the level 2 LED bulb is the way to go. Well, that's it. We're all done with the license plate lights, the reverse lights, and the rear blinkers. I hope that kind of narrows it down for you, gives you an idea of what's involved in those 3 projects. I hope you learned something about your truck and what's available for lighting on the new Tundras. And we made it easy for you. I hope we made it easy for you. You can click the link in the description below the video for all of these kits, vehicle specific, already put together, ready for you on our website. Click the links in the description or just visit our website, www.headlightrevolution.com. Go to the vehicle specific Tundra section and you'll find all these products and more for your truck. If you don't want to miss what we come out with next for your truck, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And of course, you can check us out on Facebook or contact us through the website. Again, that's www.headlightrevolution.com. Thanks for watching.